We are super excited to welcome your last speaker this afternoon, Carlos Gil.
Woo! How's it going, New York? Are you guys excited? So you've heard from some amazing, amazing speakers in the marketing track about how to create content, how to grow your brand, all the tips and tricks needed for social media marketing. I'm here, though, to share with you how to bring it all together, how to be more consistent, how to increase your reach, and how to be more repetitive. Now, think for a moment, what is the ROI of a tweet? Think about it. What's the ROI? The answer is actually zero. And the reason why it's zero is because with Twitter, with social media, you can't just post one time and expect for leads to flood in. It doesn't work like that. In fact, when I work with real estate agents, I break down this formula for them. I say to them, your goal should be, how do I get 13 new closed sales in this next year? Think about how much your average commissions are right now. Would 13 new sales be life-changing for you in your business? I'm sure for all of you in the room, it would be. So think about this formula right here. If you're generating one new lead per week as a result of social media, I'm talking about all the social networks that you're on, that's 52 new referrals or leads per year. Let's assume that a quarter of those close. That's 13 new sales. Now, how do you get there? By show of hands, who woke up this morning and the first thing that you did instinctively was to go on Facebook and see what your favorite brand of all time posted? Anyone? Look around. Not one person. Now, why is that? It's because social media is oversaturated. In fact, this is your audience on Facebook today. Known fact, 1% or less of your fans on Facebook every single time that you post are seeing your content. That's pretty bad. Now, I work with a lot of agents, and they're focusing on creating content and standing out there, and they don't realize if you have 1,000 likes on your Facebook page, 1,000 people aren't seeing your content. A very, very small number of them are. So it brings me to this point. Your brand, all of you in this room, myself included, are all in a digital ocean. Now, what is a digital ocean? It's all of our accounts. It's all of our content. All of the noise that's out there that's preventing us from being seen. If you're trying to sell to someone between the age of 30 to 64 years old, this right here is a breakdown of social media today and the social networks where you should be spending your time. Let me be the first to tell you, I've worked in social media now for well over a decade for corporate brands like LinkedIn. And a big mistake that many professionals make, whether they're a real estate agent, a broker, an entrepreneur, what have you, regardless of the industry, is they go chasing shiny new objects. They feel, you know what, Snapchat's really hot today, so I have to be on Snapchat. Pinterest at one point was really hot, I have to go ahead and be on Pinterest. But the fact remains that if your audience isn't there, social media can be a big waste of time. Not only if your audience isn't there, if you're not willing to fully commit to creating content, to spending time on these platforms. Again, going back to the first slide, what's the ROI of a tweet? What's the ROI of a Facebook post? Zero if you are not consistently posting on these platforms every single day. Now, the fact remains, you are all in a highly competitive industry. You have over 2 million NAR members. You're sitting in a room right now with fellow agents and real estate professionals that are all absorbing the same knowledge that not only I'm sharing with you, but today's speakers have shared with you. And because of that, other agents also are using social media to prospect, to grow and build their brands, to grow and build their business. And what they're also doing is they're stealing your reach. If you go on Instagram right now and you type in #realestateagent, you have over 3.5 million posts that have been tagged with #realestateagent. In fact, this is a really fun exercise for you if you have your phone there in front of you. Go onto Instagram, look up #the broker that you work for or the company that you work for. So look up #Remax, #Keller Williams. Look up the company you work for. And what you're going to find is there are probably hundreds, if not thousands of posts that have already been tagged by your colleagues. If you go on LinkedIn right now, in the United States alone, you have almost 200,000 real estate agents that are all using LinkedIn to promote themselves and grow their businesses just like you. Again, this is not a secret. This is 2019. So for everyone out there that says, social media is really difficult, you're right. It is really difficult to stand out. It's not easy. You have to invest the time. You have to spend money. But I also say that, don't hate the player, hate the game. These are the new rules for marketing today. Personal branding, content creation, vlogging, YouTubing, that's not going away at all. So what can you do? Well, you can focus on your brand, and I'm going to share with you what are some of the key tactics that you should be doing. But first of all, it's adopting this mindset. A for sale sign and a listing that you take actually has a very short life expectancy. Am I right? Your hope when you take a listing is that you sell this home as quick as you possibly can, which is why I say a for sale sign has limited shelf life. However, you, as a professional, don't. You are the product. And because you are the product, your objective isn't, how can I get so many likes? How can I get followers? I'm not here to tell you how to get followers and likes, because the name of the game here isn't how can you get followers and likes. The name of the game is how can you get more booked business? How can you make more money by growing a brand? And the secret is not just personal branding, but it's finding your match. I compare online marketing today no different than Tindering. People today instinctively want to do business with who they feel comfortable doing business with, who they like, who looks a certain way, who speaks a certain way, who they feel comfortable opening up to, which is why personal branding, which is something that you've heard about today, is so important. Because as consumers, we've all instinctively learned how to tune out from the brands we don't want to be sold to. We want to be engaged. All of you are proof of that. We're not using social media to see what our favorite brand posted. We're not. We're using platforms like Twitter to engage. We're using social networks like Instagram to share our best life, to showcase the customers that we're helping to put into homes. Now let's talk about consistency, which is one of the tenets of what you do next. Like I said before, you can't post one time on social media and expect there to be dozens or loads of referrals and leads. It just doesn't work like that. So the first step is having a content calendar. I personally recommend using tools like Buffer and Hootsuite and Sprout Social. So you have a running list or a calendar of content to post every single week. I always recommend to real estate agents, take Sundays. Sundays are typically a slower day, or typically you're at an open house. Take that as the day that you are going on your Buffer or your Hootsuite account and you're scheduling content out. And if you have a shortage of content, because let's face it, we're all busy working professionals, then go on sites like Inman News, go on various news sites for the industry and take that content and schedule it out on your Buffer. So at least you have content going out in the morning, midday, and in the afternoon. Get in the habit of every single day, you're gonna post at least 3 times. This is the consistency piece. And this is just automating the very bare minimum, because 3 posts in itself isn't a lot. When you think of how the news feeds work on any of these social networks, it's fast. You're only as good as your last tweet. You put out content now, 10 seconds from now, it's already been watered down by the other digital noise. The next key to consistency is to check in often. Are you truly taking the time to go onto Facebook and see what those in your network are posting? Those are opportunities to engage. Those are opportunities to expand relationships that you might already have. And then the last point is to create stories. The cell phone should be your best asset. And I'm not talking about it from an asset of using it for email and to go on websites, but to use it as a tool to document every single day. What are you doing in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening? Create stories. Now I'm going to give you an example here of an agent that I'm sure all of you follow or have heard of, and that's Ryan Serhant. I recently interviewed Ryan on my show over at Nasdaq for Entrepreneur magazine, and I was really amazed by how much Ryan has invested in the last year at growing his presence digitally, because obviously Ryan is someone that's recognizable through traditional broadcast media. But look at the very top of the slide here. What does it say under or next to Ryan Serhant? New vlog episode every single Wednesday. So every Wednesday, you can expect that Ryan is going to have a vlog on his YouTube channel. YouTube being the second most search platform online today, right behind Google. And with that being said, that's consistency. Every single Wednesday. So what's Ryan doing in between? He's constantly creating. And again, this goes back to if you want to expand your reach, you have to be in people's faces. You have to be persistently annoying. Because here's what I hope all of you do when you go back to your markets after this conference. I want you to become the Ryan Serhant of the city that you live in. Whatever city or town that you're in, every single day, people are talking about real estate amongst neighbors, amongst work colleagues. And what should happen instinctively is that when someone says to someone that they know, you know what, I'm thinking about selling my house. You know what, I'm thinking about buying a piece of real estate. You know what, I think I'm gonna invest. Your name should be the first name that comes out of that other person's mouth. Hey, by the way, you might want to check out this guy, Joe, because I constantly see him on my Instagram feed. And he seems like a really cool guy who's knowledgeable. How do they know Joe if they didn't do business with Joe? It's because he's always creating content. He's always in your feed. And that's easy to do today with a cell phone. You don't need to invest in fancy equipment. You don't need to invest in having a videographer. You can do it all simply from your iPhone. So what's Ryan Serhant do on the other days, Thursday through the following Wednesday? Well, you see right here in front of you. He's on Instagram. He's showing you what he's doing with his wife. He's showing you how he works out. He's giving you an inner glimpse of his life. Which brings me to my next point, which is reach. How do you expand your reach in this noisy digital ocean? There's a few different ways. First of all, there's content partners. If you want to expand your thought leadership within the real estate industry, I recommend that you start blogging immediately. And you can blog without creating a website by going to medium.com. If you go to medium.com and you type in real estate, there are thousands of real estate columns on medium.com. Medium has incredible reach. You can blog directly on your LinkedIn account as well. And once you get to the point that you feel comfortable writing about trends happening in real estate, guess what you do? You reach out to Inman News, you reach out perhaps to your broker, you reach out to other publications within the industry, and then you show them about a dozen or so articles that you've written, and then you look to write for these content partners. You'd be surprised what content partners in the year 2019 can do for you. Again, working in social media marketing at corporate level for the last 10 years, and then you take the last 2, I've written for Entrepreneur magazine as well as Inc. magazine, working in tandem with publications as partners has helped me grow my brand more in the last 2 years than it did in the first 8. And the same rules apply for you. Not just content partners, but where do you go outside the social media bubble to create content? And one of those platforms is Anchor.fm. You can download the Anchor app right on your cell phone, and you can create, literally while you're sitting at an open house, you can create a podcast and broadcast that podcast directly to iTunes. And it doesn't have to be technical in nature. You can literally talk about real estate in your community. You can talk about community happenings. Because think of it, a lot of folks want to be a Ryan Serhant type figure. And they think that they need to cannibalize the entire social media ecosystem, when in reality, you're really trying to win business in your community. How easy is it to talk about what's happening in your community? What restaurants are opening? What are the happenings? What neighborhoods have just broken ground for new construction? These are all things that you can be talking about while you podcast. Then there's also other agents, collaborating with other agents, as well as advocates. By show of hands, how many of you actively stay in touch with your clients after you close a deal? How many of you become Facebook friends with them? Good job. Because if you're not, that's a missed opportunity. If I trust you as a client in helping me find a property, during that process, you're getting to know a lot about me. You're getting to know about my family. You know what I do for work. You probably know how much I make. That's a very personal experience. So I'd recommend that you start becoming Facebook friends, start social stalking your clients, become friends with them on Instagram, and turn those clients into advocates. These are the people that are going to be referring business to you well beyond the sale is made. An example of that is actually my real estate agent, Olga Vershore, in St. Louis, Missouri. Throughout my career, I've had the good fortune of working for different brands. I've moved around quite a bit. So Olga actually helped me buy my home in St. Louis. When I moved across the country to go work for LinkedIn, Olga put my home on the market for rent and got it rented within a couple days. And most recently, when I sold that same property, Olga sold it within a couple of days as well. It was a seamless experience. And the reason why I went back to Olga wasn't just because I had a good experience with her on the first transaction, but it was because Olga and I stayed in touch on Facebook. Every time I put a photo up of my kids or what I'm doing, guess what? I see my notifications. Olga liked your post. So my recommendation is, if you're not doing this already, be more like Olga to turn your clients into advocates. How many of you in this room have a Facebook page? Almost all of you? Good job. Go on your Facebook page and start looking at these reviews on your Facebook page. Turn these reviews into content by going on to canva.com, using Adobe Spark. There's a variety of platforms out there that you can create visual content without having design experience. I advise you to start taking these reviews and immediately turn these reviews into content that you tweet out, that you put on Instagram, and you put on Facebook with Facebook ads. By taking reviews of real people that had a great experience with you, and then amplifying that with, again, Facebook ads, what's going to happen is now you're showing real scenarios of people that had a great experience with you. And that's going to help amplify your reach as soon as that customer shares that content out within their social network. So I'm going to leave you all on this note. You can't build a mansion on rented land. I'm sure you've heard that saying before. And the fact remains that all of these social networks that we're using every single day are just that. They're rented land. My recommendation and advice to you is to use these networks and get as much juice out of the squeeze that you possibly can. And it doesn't happen by putting out one Facebook post or one tweet. It happens by being consistently in the game every single day. Thank you so much for your time.